Welcome back to the Weekenders. Margot Parker and Dobbo with you on Triple M for Seats Are Us. And it's that time of the week where we talk to our great mate in the real estate game, Trent Quinn from iThink Property in Ipswich. G'day, Trent.
Good morning, all. Favourite day of the year. We've got the Waratahs tonight. I'm like a kid on Christmas morning.
I bet you are. Reds versus Waratahs. And we just had Nick Stiles on before the news, and he sounds very pumped up and ready to go. Mate, we've talked about a lot of things in real estate, and we will go back to basics again in the next couple of weeks. But Margot came up with a really great talking point off air a little earlier about flipping houses and the turnaround time and some of the challenges that are faced. We talked, as a real estate agent, you guys would come across a lot of people that are always wanting to do ups and flick. Talk to us through it and some of the challenges that are faced in the real estate game when you're trying to find that house.
Okay, well, the basic intent with what people are trying to do when what they call flipping property is buy really, really well or buy nice and cheap, do as little as possible to it to add as much value as possible to it, and then turn them over and away you go. So with the first one, you might try and make a little bit of money, then you use that money to buy the second one, make a little bit more, so on and so forth. So it's the absolute polar opposite to people that are looking to sit and hold and cash in on long-term growth. These guys are just, for want of a better term, churn and burn. Just turn them over.
And is it worth the effort, like going in, doing all that work, painting? Because you generally do it yourself to try and save costs. So you go in, you do all of the work, you strip some walls and repaint and maybe redo some bench tops and those sorts of things. Is it really worth the money on the way out?
Well, Margaret. Well, it must be, or they wouldn't do it. But a lot of it comes down to, the market that you're in, how well you buy, what you're looking to sell. And you're correct. The people that tend to do it the most are, the tradies that can do a lot of it themselves. Like I'm hopeless. If I was to do it, when it comes to that stuff, I've got 10 thumbs. You know what I mean? Like I'd have to pay tradespeople to do it. So that eats into your margin. But the other thing that you need to weigh up as well, and this is where if you are entertaining going down this line, you need to speak to your accountant as well and just be sure of the tax implications, because for a lot of people, if you buy this home to flip, well, it automatically becomes an investment property per se because it's not your principal place of residence. Mm-hmm. So any profit that you make on the way out, you're also going to have to allow that, hey, the ATO are going to come along and try and snip you with capital gains as well. So it's all those costs on the way in, the way out, the stamp duty, the commission, the marketing, that you need to factor in as well if you are weighing up what we call flipping property. Because
I've been wanting to do something like this. There's 3 girls within the rugby league land, wives of ex-players that have a business, and they do this in Sydney. And I've been listening to friends who are looking to buy in the market, and there's a gap between, say $500,000 and $600,000 and $1 million, in that $800,000 to $900,000 where they want to look. There's nothing there. You've either got to pay over $1 million or you've got to pay under $600,000. So are there any hotspots within the market where, opportunities like this are available?
Yeah, and again, and you're spot on with what you're saying there, Margot. If you are going to get into this niche, you need to do your homework on it. And again, it's market specific. So inner city Brisbane will be different to the western suburbs, different to the Gold Coast, so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. But what you're trying to do, irrespective of what you buy, and back to my earlier comment, like if you can buy well, do as little as possible for as little outlay, and then add the most to it. So what you alluded to and touched on earlier, yes, the 2 big ticket rooms that people will look at doing too are bathrooms and kitchens. Mm-hmm. So if you can do the bathroom, do the kitchen, give it a lick of paint. Obviously, you want to steer clear of anything like that requires major structural stuff, but it's get in the cosmetic spit and polish, clean her up, and clip the ticket on the way through.
It's that easy. If only everybody knew what they were doing.
Doesn't it?
Mate, the worst thing I wish I'd done, and I wish I'd paid attention in woodwork and learn a trade like when I was at school. I mean, if I could tile, and there's some people out there, Trent, and they're just handy, and that's the blokes who make the money, mate. They make the money if you can do it yourself.
We've got a bloke out here that looks after our rent roll, and it doesn't matter whether you phone him for a blocked toilet, a busted gutter, tiling, plastering, painting, fixing stairs, whatever. he can do it. And I am as envious as all get out. Similar to yourself, mate.
I'm with you. Good on you, Trent Quinn from iThink Property in Ipswich. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. We appreciate your time. Go the Reds.
Trent Quinn does all things property. There you go.
He certainly does. Now, it's the real estate game. 1-333-53. And Margot, you have come up with a fantastic house property for you. It's the real estate game where you need to know the price between 800,000 and 900,000. Give us a call. 1-333-53. We've got a great price thanks to the Boulevard Restaurant serving real wood smoked barbecue. We've got a $100 gift voucher for the Boulevard Restaurant. If you can give us a call, 1-333-53. The real estate game, the Weekenders on Triple M.